Anyways,
that's all I wanted to say.
Did you start the stream again?
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. You know what? Let me do that for you.
Way up high in the roly-poly sky is a little round Bandicoot, really great.
You could have said literally. You could have said anything else, but you're talking about roly-poly? No,
I'm
stop.
glad you recognized that reference.
Please. It is roly-poly-oly, right?
I talked about bits so much that the game crashed.
Give me the formula.
Formula time? Almost.
Well, since we didn't get a chance to talk about it, I thought Lost World has a really cool...
guys, Sonic Frontiers didn't...
I thought Lost World had some cool drums. I like
Sonic
the beat.
Lost World or the...
No. The stage that we were just in. The zone. It has like really cool drums. It's like pooch 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 pooch, and I'm like, ooh, okay, swanky. Look at the babies. You got any babies? You got any babies around here? You got any babies?
Why is T-Call walking like that? She's walking like Minnie Mouse.
Because she's got some babies, XO. She's got some babies.
The baby got back.
No. What?
I was just playing like a little bit of SA2 the other day. By the way, I'm giving you guys homework for the end of year podcast.
What?
I'm giving you homework.
No.
I want you guys to play Spark the Electric Jester 2 and 3 so we can talk about it.
I don't want to play Spark the Electric Jester. I saw Twit play it. I don't know. I don't know. Why don't you play it for us on the Unversed cast? We can do a playthrough of it. That could be cool.
I mean, I guess we could. I'm more interested in talking about it because those games are more Sonic Adventure-like than the Sonic games we've gotten lately. And I think you guys might enjoy them.
I don't know. Like,
it might be interesting to talk about them.
I've seen gameplay of all three of them. Because, like, the first one's a 2D game, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
and you guys seem to like those Dimps games more than I do, and that kind of reminds me of those.
I don't know. Like, I've seen those games, and they don't really... I don't know. Maybe I'd have to try it, but, like... I haven't really been, like, interested.
Sure, I'll play them after I beat God of War Ragnarok, or I play Horizon, or I play fucking Freedom Planet 2, or I play fucking... There's so much...
Yeah, and I have to beat Shadowbringer so I can get to Endwalker, and then I have to beat Endwalker so I can get caught up.
I already have that covered.
Yeah,
so
well, I don't.
I know.
Oh, you know, if EXO gets into 14, we could put him into our little company.
I also gotta fucking prepare because RZ wants me, Trip and I, to do a death stream for Crash 4. I gotta do that as well.
Yikes.
Yeah, he tried to convince me of that as well, and I told him no.
Well, I told him that you probably would not be up for doing that. It does not seem like
he was surprised when I wasn't, so... Yeah. Yeah. I think what I learned from that Super Mario 64 stream...
I'm in it for the pain. I think it'd be hilarious.
Yeah, but just imagine the amount of practice you'd have to put in.
Oh, I'm not in it to win. I'll practice a bit, but I'm in it for the pain and the fun. And to hear people screaming. That'd be... Because I know somebody's going to get upset.
I mean, I guess that's why we're going to be...
When are y'all going to be doing that Donkey Kong Country race?
I don't think the Donkey Kong Country race is happening anymore.
Man.
That was like a long time ago. It feels like that was supposed to happen.
Oh, I mean, I would actually do that one because I actually know those games. Wouldn't have to put in that much practice to actually be able to finish the race. That's kind of the difference with Crash 4 is I haven't even fucking beaten that game yet.
Is that the difference between you and me? Don't worry about it.
The difference between you and the EPG?
Yes. I would actually like to try out Crash 4. That game actually looks pretty good. As someone who didn't like Crash 1, 2, or 3. Oops.
It is.
If you didn't like Crash 1, 2, or 3, I don't know, like, I think Crash 4 is my favorite Crash game, but I don't know, if you didn't like 1 through 3, I'm not sure how much more you would like 4.
I'm going to disagree with you, King, and say that I think he would like 4 the most. And more than the other 3, because the other 3 are so
I'm sure he'd like 4 the most, but would it make him like Crash Bandicoot? I don't know.
I'm not sure about that, but like Crash 4 has characters that actually have like personality.
Yeah, well, that's part of the reason I like it. Yeah.
Like the original games are so stoic.
Well, for me, it's more so just like
Crash 4 is my favorite Crash game. So, I mean, I'm not going to disagree there. I just don't know, like, part of the reason I like it is also because I liked 1 through 3. So, I guess,
like, one of the things I didn't like about, like, because I always hear about, like, Crash 3, how that, like, that's one of the best ones. And I tried it, and it just felt kind of, like, inconsistent. And I wasn't huge on it.
In what way did it feel inconsistent?
I mean, like, it's like 1 minute you're doing the normal Crash level, and then you're doing, like, an auto runner, and then you're doing, like, a boat.
So you mean, like, the gameplay style?
Yeah. And they just didn't mesh very well.
To be fair, I think a lot of people do criticize 3 for having one too many of those. Mm-hmm. And I would probably agree as well. There's a bit... Some of those are not fun.
And I don't know what it was about Crash 2 that didn't click with me. Now we're in this one.
That did or didn't click with you?
No, something about Crash 2 didn't stick with me, and I can't put a finger on it. It just wasn't clicking with me. But then again, like, all these I played on the Insane trilogy, so...
Oh, it's like a lot of people say that the
I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
I mean, like, those honestly aren't as bad as some people make them out to be. Because I feel like Bacon, if he were here, would be talking about how great the storytelling in the original PlayStation games are. And it's just like, they're nothing plots where people collect crystals, and that's it.
I don't even... Yeah, I thought that the Twinsanity story was funny. So that's about it. I don't really like the...
I think I saw Clement play
It's not that I don't even like the original stories, it's that I don't really even... They're like the most backdroppy stories of all time.
They leave no impact.
They just kind of are there so that there's something going on in between the levels a little bit.
Yes. Which is fine, considering the era that those games come from. It's, you know... But then people will complain about how the voice acting in the Insane trilogy is different.
Nope.
Mike Bacon. And then it'll be kind of like... You know, but it's not like the voice acting in the... Like, they were competent for their time. Like, you've got Clancy Brown as Cortex, and he's good in that role. But it's kind of like everybody else is pretty stoic. You know, I'd much rather have Lex Lang hamming it up.
Ah, they're right next to each other. Look at that.
Lex Lang is Cortex. He's my favorite.
Thank God. We're out of here.
Happy days are here again.
That's why I really like Twinsanity, because I think Twinsanity is still the funniest.
See, that game actually looks pretty good too. I think I have that on the original Xbox. I don't know. I haven't really looked at my Xbox collection that much.
It's true. Blondes do have more fun.
The writing in that game is so good.
Come, Crash, to a new dimension! It should have been 2 new dimensions, but we ran out of time.
I don't even, like, it's weird, because, like, I'm not even necessarily usually fond of that kind of humor, but something about Cortex delivering it just makes me laugh.
Mother?
It's like Cortex... Because, like, Crash is just such a funny straight man, because he doesn't say anything, and Cortex is just, like, wild and off about... So it's just such a good... I love that game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely a flawed game, but, like...
The twins want to humiliate and enslave you, and steal my brain!
Yes.
I think you'd enjoy that game, Ryan.
It looks like fun.
It's an enjoyable time, I think.
No, that is totally a Ryan type game. Yeah.
What? Excuse me.
Like, this is a Ryan type game, right? Where it's kind of messy, and there are parts of it that work and some parts that don't work. And that is totally what Crash Twinsanity is. It's a messy game that is pretty fun.
Okay.
That's a Ryan type game. Just like how Frontiers is a messy game that can be fun.
True.
Oh yeah, now
and you like that too.
King K's alone here. Now Exo, you and I can just gush all over Sonic Frontiers and about how it's the greatest game ever made.
Hey, I won't stop you.
And we don't have Jeb here to complain about the delivery of every single line in the game as well.
I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I'm still thinking about the Coco.
You still thinking about that Coco, Amy?
I don't know why, but that line gets me every fucking time. I see a Coco when I'm playing the game. It's like, oh, it's a Coco.
Not again. I hate you.
I hate you too, man.
I hate you.
There you are, Knuckles.
Would you guys say that Chaos in this game, Chaos 6, was a defective model?
It was a defective model. It could only record the DNA of the one that triggered it.
I will return.
Maybe. Well, no,
He's a
you know what?
pretty
No, because like he
thick
comes back.
model.
From here, he'll do okay.
Yeah, he'll do okay as he's jumping off the fucking egg carrier 3,000 feet in the air.
Island and the Master Emerald.
Ah!
It can't be.
So,
It cannot be.
Guess he didn't get enough the first time.
surprise, motherfucker.
Me from restoring the Master Emerald.
Does anybody actually watch Dexter?
I used to watch Dexter, yeah. Wait, which one are we talking about?
The original. The one where the meme is from.
Are we
I
talking?
don't
We're
even know if
talking
you can
about.
call it a meme at this point. It's so ancient. The surprise motherfucker scene. It's
Okay.
from Dexter.
So
It's like season 2, right?
I have not
Yeah.
seen Dexter. I thought you were talking about Dexter's Lab.
No,
Okay,
I mean the one about the serial
Dexter's
killer.
Lab.
No, I have not seen that Dexter.
I mean, I saw the first like 3 seasons and I liked it.
I want to draw special attention to this. Ryan is charging up the red hot flash or whatever the hell it's called.
The what?
And it's like, if you use that against Chaos, you can kill him in 2 hits
yeah.
instead of 4. The charge move he just used. Whereas otherwise it takes 4
I didn't
hits.
forget that even existed.
Yeah, like, some of the upgrades in this game are just like dead goose in terms of mechanics. Like, that is the only use for the charge punch in this game, is that boss.
I think Amy's upgrades are also pretty useless, honestly.
Yeah.
It's like you get one that makes her spin around, but you don't ever need to.
It's like, when I replayed Colors, I was annoyed that
Speaking of which,
there's like a ton of red rings you can't get without the wisps, but you don't have all the wisps until like halfway through the game. Mm-hmm. So like you have to like replay a bunch of levels to get all the rings, and it's just whenever I replay SA2, I use a cheat that starts me with all the upgrades unlocked, so I don't have to. So I can just do everything at once, and it's more fun that way. But like the Sonic Colors Ultimate mod loader doesn't even have like a way to have all the wisps right away, so
This should do it.
someone dropped the ball.
I didn't even know Sonic Colors Ultimate had mods.
Yeah, it does.
I thought no one bought that.
The Master Emerald and the island.
I mean, like, if you are gonna buy that game, you might as well get it on PC so someone can fix it eventually.
Which I won't be getting
Ooh.
that game because Dolphin works just fine. Oops. Am I endorsing piracy? On the Unversed cast? Oh no.
Yeah. At least 2 of us are fans of One Piece.
That's
so
why I took the
I
kids.
support piracy, certainly.
I watched One Piece when I was a kid.
Yeah, we
and it had
gotta
the-
stick it to the world government.
It had the 4-kid stuff. That's how
Do
I
you think
watched it.
Spawndom?
What about Spawndom?
XO. XO.
Hello?
EXO.
Oh, shit. Did I cut out?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Spondum?
Be on this floating island.
I was just making a terrible joke about how Spondum was behind Colors Ultimate.
Guarding the Master Emerald again.
I don't know who that
He
is.
ruined that like he ruined the judge's ship.
Yeah.
May not know the whole story.
I do have to say, Robin clutching him was one of the most satisfying things I've ever seen in my life.
Spoilers.
I'd like to wring that dude's neck if I ever got the chance.
One of the best deliberately unlikable antagonists ever.
There was this scene where like Rob Lucci was like, I don't remember exactly what he said, but like in that moment I was like, hey Rob Lucci, can you like kill this dude? Like I'd be okay with that if you just like
I like how the Buster Claw happens because he's an idiot and grabs the wrong snail.
Yeah.
And then he's like too prideful to admit he did that, so he just lets it happen anyway. And then Ennie's lobby is just destroyed because of that.
Yeah.
So do we want to keep recording or do a separate session for the next character?
I say we
Just keep
take
going?
a 10 to 15 minute break in between. But before we do that, why don't we offer some final thoughts on Knuckles in this video game? All right. What about you, King?
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree.
I mean, like I said before, I would rather do this than SA2 Knuckles, but that's also just because I find the gameplay inherently
I don't
boring.
agree with that, but
I just find the treasure hunting to be boring. So it's like, oh, you have a version that's like less painful? By all means, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Get it over with.
I mean, I would say this is probably my second or third favorite, depending on how I feel about Gamma nowadays. It's one of my preferred play styles in this game. I'd rather play this than Amy or Big. Well, Tails is fun.
Funny
in a
that you
break the
say
game kinda
Amy,
way.
because she's coming up next.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I think I would probably prefer to play Tails. I don't know. I mean, like, people were
Tails
giving
is
me
fun.
shit for saying I like Frontiers more than this game, but it's like, a lot of the gameplay in this is just not very good. You know.
What is it like to be wrong? You're on the wrong side of history, champ.
Well, it feels pretty good. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I have way more fun looking for memory tokens than bumbling around as Amy. You know, that is one thing, though, I will say, is that technically the big fishing in this game has more depth than the fishing in Frontiers. Technically.
Don't! Oh, God, no. That's more depth, but like, would you rather be swimming in a pool of ankle-deep magma or waist-deep? Take your pick.
Well, I'm gonna die either way, so...
Well, I mean, you could step on it and be like, that's hot. And then step
the
out.
moment what happens when a human being touches lava is they burst like a balloon. Because it is so hot that it causes like the fluids
Like the
in your
burst
body to just
wisp?
expand.
Oh my god. Is that what happens with the burst wisp? Does Sonic explode?
Pops like a
gonna
goddamn
die.
balloon.
But it's, you know, they could have taken the big fishing from this game and refined it with a better camera and better controls. Instead, it's just like you throw the lure somewhere and you press the button when the ring lights up, and that's it. Which is fine
You know,
for...
sometimes that's all it needs to be. Sometimes that's perfectly fine.
I don't agree with that. Not
Regardless,
for how it's implemented.
the Knuckles gameplay in this game is graded on a curve. Good for this game. We will come back for would you guys? I'm trying to like Amy. Is that worse or better than Big?
Better.
Better. Well, Big's
Probably.
like the worst one.
Yeah. I guess we can discuss it more when we
There's no
play her.
there's no question about Big being the worst one for me personally.
Yeah, it's the worst one we've ever done.
Yeah.
Did they? Oh, I guess that's supposed to be
Look
like
at that
a
boy.
spin attack thing. Yeah. You know, I was really
so
confused
cool.
when I was a kid and it says Finn, because I didn't realize that's like Latin or French for end. And that's like in French cinema, I guess that's a thing. And so I was just like, why does it say like fin? I was really confused. And also the renders are taken from the Dreamcast version, so it looks completely different from the DX version, but they still use those renders anyway.
The superior version.
But regardless, folks, that was Knuckles' story. If you're still here with us, next time we're gonna do Amy. So stay tuned for that.
Best girl.
We'll see you all next time.
Hell yeah. Toodaloo-skis and all that. I would stop and say
32-bit.